Nature already performed the experiments. Scientists simply asked, can we recreate that biology? Good morning. For decades, we've treated high cholesterol the same way. Take another pill, take another injection, month after month, year after year. But what if I told you? Scientists have now taken a completely different approach. Instead of treating cholesterol, they're attempting to permanently switch off the gene responsible for producing it. Not for a week, not for a year, potentially for life. So today we're talking about one of the most exciting and one of the most carefully scrutinized developments in cardiovascular medicine. Let's get going. VERVE-102, a gene editing therapy that aims to permanently lower LDL cholesterol with a single intravenous infusion. Now, before we begin, let's make one thing very clear. This is not an approved treatment as of yet. It is still experimental. The studies involved only a small number of patients. And there's absolutely no evidence yet that it reduces heart attack or extends lifespan. But scientifically, this deserves your attention. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death worldwide. Millions of people take statins every day. Others require PCSK9 inhibitors, which are better than statins, by the way. Lesser side effects. Anyway, insurance doesn't cover them, but, push your physician to move to this, please. These medications work extremely well, providing people continue taking them. Compliance has always been the weak link. What if, instead of treating cholesterol every month, you could change the biology itself? This is precisely the idea behind VERVE-102. Let's first understand PCSK9. Your liver constantly removes LDL cholesterol from the bloodstream using LDL receptors. Think of these receptors as vacuum cleaners. PCSK9 destroys these vacuum cleaners. More PCSK9 means fewer LDL receptors. Fewer receptors means higher LDL cholesterol. For years, we've known some remarkable people, Some people that are born with natural mutations that switch PCSK9 off. They don't become sick. Instead, they maintain extraordinarily low LDL cholesterol throughout life, and their risk of heart attack is dramatically reduced. Nature already performed the experiments. Scientists simply asked, can we recreate that biology? Traditional PCSK9 antibodies temporarily block the protein. VERVE-102 attempts to something far more ambitious. It edits the DNA inside liver cells using base editing. Unlike CRISPR, which cuts DNA, base editing changes a single genetic letter without creating a double-strand break. The goal is simple. Turn off PCSK9 production once, then allow the liver to continue functioning with permanently reduced PCSK9. If successful, cholesterol remains low without ongoing treatment. That is an entirely different medical philosophy. So what happened in the first human trial? The Phase 1b Heart-2 study enrolled only 14 participants. Everyone had familial hypercholesterolemia or premature coronary artery disease. Following a single infusion, PCSK9 levels fell by as much as 88%. LDL cholesterol dropped by as much as 62%. Even more interesting, those reductions remained durable for up to 18 months in participants who had reached the point in the follow-up. For a first in-human study, those numbers attract enormous attention. The results were presented as a late-breaking trial at the European Atherosclerosis Society meeting and simultaneously published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Now, here's where responsible medicine matters. These are surrogate outcomes. Lower LDL is encouraging, but patients do not experience LDL levels. Patients experience heart attacks, strokes. Those outcomes have not yet been demonstrated. The study was also extremely small. 14 participants cannot establish long-term safety, nor can they detect rare complications. Gene editing also raises theoretical concerns regarding, unintended off-target changes. Current data are reassuring, but much larger studies will still be required. So where does this leave us? If larger trials confirm both safety and efficacy, this could fundamentally change cardiovascular medicine forever. Imagine receiving a treatment once instead of lifelong medication. Imagine preventing disease decades before it develops. That is the promise. But promise is not proof. Medicine advances step by step, and this is an exciting first step. What's my take? This is among the most important cardiovascular technologies currently being developed, not because it has already changed medicine, but because it has the potential to. And that's exactly the distinction we should always remember. Science moves forward one careful conducted study at a time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the evidence-based discussion that separate genuine breakthroughs from headlines, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episodes. Ring the bell notification, write a comment, invite friends. Thank you.